Hello and welcome to a video where we're going to step through some ATL code. The ATL project, ATL is an active template library and it's a C++ library that helps you build COM components. Specific use case, you're going to try and get this to be called from a worksheet, an Excel worksheet. Now, we've got one method called divide by two, but I'm really interested. I've got a breakpoint here. I don't need that breakpoint. That's like the DLL. That's like the main. We don't have a DLL main, but these are all entry points. And you can see in the majority of cases they just delegate to this global instance of ATL module. But I really want this breakpoint I want to step through here. So I have set up for debugging, I've set it up to create an instance of Excel, and then we open a workbook. Let's try it, F5. And we press F5 to get through that. And Excel is created off screen, so I just drag it on screen. I want to be able to see all of it. I want to see code. So add-ins, manage add-ins. Okay, so it was actually selected. So let's just take it off so we can select it. It's like switching off and on. So I could checkbox, or alternatively I can go look for it if it's brand new. So here we are, ATL project 5. Now then, yes, thank you. Now, what I'm going to do, let's just go equals, and I'm just going to go like that. Okay, so you can see the code here is breaking. If this is a query interface code, which I think it is query interfacing, I'd like to see what it's asking for. That's what I'd really like to see. I want to see what it's asking for. Now that thing there we go. Oh, there we go. Okay, okay. Splendid, splendid. Let's double click here. It's asking for iDispatch the first time in. That's interesting. Okay. It's asking for iDispatch. And it can fulfill that request easily because we have iDispatch here. And we've come in again. And we go locals. iDispatch again. And we come in again. Let's see. So, whoa, what's this? Now I think, let's see if we can go find this. What am I looking for? I'm looking for interface here. E19. E19C7. Come on. Not here. This may take some time. Okay, so I don't have that. I don't think I have that installed because I think it's a SharePoint. So found this. So it's querying for this interface. So I think it's looking for a SharePoint. And I found another gem. Is if I put that interface ID into Google, I get this. Some guy writing Powerbase. He's showing his log of what's been queried, and so he has query interface for iDispatch, and then iDispatch again, and then he gets queried for this. And I wonder if we're going to get queried for this as well in a minute. So that's useful. So we think that's a SharePoint interface. Let's just go again, and we're in again. Let's go to the call stack. Double click on this. Oh, this is busy down here. Double click on this, make sure that's left highlighted. And okay, there we go. So okay, so that's so you can have an automation add-in which is just for worksheet functions, or you can have a COM add-in which allows you to intercept the application object model. So what else comes through? So we just come up here and press F5 again, and it's done. Okay, that's interesting. So we just go to 7, and we get the answer. So what have we proven? We've proven that essentially this guy is correct. This is what happens in terms of the query interface. There's a couple of calls in for iDispatch, and then there's a call for a SharePoint interface, and then there's a call for the COM add-in interface. And then afterwards, you get called for get ID of name. So what's happening there is it's actually querying. It's via iDispatch, and then actually iType info. It's querying for the details so it can register the functions. And that is how an ATL component registers itself for use on a worksheet. Really very interesting. And just to show you registry entries, then you see here we have this programmable keyword, and that's the key here, and it becomes eligible for being called from the worksheet. So it's really very interesting indeed. Very interesting indeed.